Our journey begins with a picnic in Chicago on a lazy Sunday afternoon. Our couple has finished the appetizers and prepares for the main course, which includes Asian rump roast and tube steak smothered in underwear. From 1 meter away, we clearly see the defined outline of Don's summer sausage resting heavily on his soon-to-be hickey leg. Meanwhile, China Betty reads from a book on how to moan in English. From 10 meters away, the details of Don's engorged cock fades from view, and we see that their public humping will be taking place in a deserted park, seen only by passing cars and a few boats. Now 100 meters, China Betty's round apple ass converging with the scenery around it. 1,000 meters. Somewhere in this square, a man looks for a lost shoe. 10,000 meters. From here, we see most of the city. In the time our camera has traveled, 9 people have lost their lives to gunshot wounds and/or stabbings. At 100,000 meters, we begin to see the blue hue of Florida's ghost, inching into the city and devouring all in its predatory wake. Children scream in terror as they are ingested by the insatiable appetite of the runaway state. 1 million meters reveals the country as a whole. It's made mostly of dirt. At 10 million meters, we see our planet. Somewhere at this exact moment, somebody's grandmother is trying anal for the first time. 100 million meters. Imagine 1 meter. Now multiply that by 100 million. This is what a line looks like. 1 billion meters. If 1 meter equaled a nickel, right now you'd have 1 billion nickels. At 10 billion meters, a curved line appears. This is known as the curvy line thing in which our planet resides. Right now, Dawn is plowing into Asian face. 100 billion meters reveals the rings of our sun, each ring containing 1 planet in our solar system, Mars being by far the gayest planet. We cross 1 trillion meters, known in the scientific community as a shitload of meters. This term was coined by astrophysicist Johann Shitload in 1941. 10 trillion meters reveals the imperfection of God's grand design. A better God would have planned the orbits a little more symmetrically. This design lends weight to the theory that God is a Mexican woman. 100 trillion meters. Our cameraman has long since asphyxiated from the lack of oxygen. At 1 quadrillion meters, we finally realize what the tattoo on a hippie porn star's lower back means. 1 light year. This is like a normal year, only with much fewer calories. Back on Earth, Dawn is enjoying the primal pleasures of mock incest role-playing. We now travel 10 light years. We've passed our closest star, Alpha Centauri, and now fly by our next nearest star named Bernie Hot Glow Ball. 100 light years is the furthest that light has ever traveled in the history of the universe. From this vantage point, we see stars that are much inferior to our own sun, each point of light being only the size of a common Volkswagen. 1,000 light years brings us to the edge of our own galaxy, which is yet to be named and is referred to by the scientific community as simply bright swirly thing. At 10,000 light years, we see you're feeling sleepy, known as American. Your eyes are getting heavy. Your only desire is for sleep. Ignoring this desire only makes you all the more tired. Give in to your body's beckoning and relax. You are now asleep. You will listen only to the sound of my voice, and you will do as it tells you. My name is Dawn, and I just sexually assaulted my wife in the park. The police will be questioning you soon because you laid witness to the whole thing. When they ask you about the incident, you will tell them that you saw nothing more than a man and woman sleeping peacefully in a picnic blanket. If they press further and ask about the screaming, you will tell them that the only screams you heard were those of a woman who was overjoyed at the deliciousness of her lunch. Saying otherwise will make your lungs fail, and you'll be unable to speak or breathe. Your only desire is to protect Dawn. When you wake up, your absence of pants will appear perfectly normal to you.